Alright, a few things I want to talk about. One really quick, neat little tip for you out there who keep a semi-automatic handgun for their personal protection or home defense or both. You should always have more than one magazine. You never know when you're going to reload. And just makes time at the range of practicing a lot quicker. What I do is I've numbered the bottom of each magazine that I have. Okay? And I've heard back and forth about the spring pressure. When, like, this one's fully loaded with 13 rounds. That the spring is compressed so long that it actually weakens, which, yeah, makes sense. But I've also heard that you would have to leave it like that for 6 years before it'll affect it. So, just to be on the safe side, I do rotate my magazines every so often. I don't do it every couple weeks or every month or anything like that. Just every once in a while, I'll just empty this magazine and I'll load up the next magazine, which will be number 2. The next time I do it, I'll go to number 3. Okay? There are instances where I have all 3 magazines loaded. I just pretty much pick one at random, unload the other 2, and go like that. That's just to be on the safe side, though. Okay, now more into the more serious topic. I did some digging around, got some information. Because the whole gun control issue coming up again, kind of heavy. Just some interesting little numbers to play with. And I will put the links to where I got this information down there in the description. That more than 200 women in the United States kill their children every year. So there's 200 children killed by parents. In 2003, there were 1,500 cases of maltreatment fatalities by primary caregivers. So that means the person that is paid, either paid or by moral standards or what have you, to take care of an individual caused maltreatment that caused 1,500 people to die. Dang it, I don't know why this thing's doing this. In 2005, 42,636 people were killed in car accidents. That's 115 people every single day. 13, or 1 death every 13 minutes are killed by car accidents. Again, that's enough. From 2005 to 2009, there's an average of 3,533 fatal unintentional drownings. Non-boating related. About 10 deaths per day. An additional 347 people died each year from drowning and boating-related accidents. 1 in 5 people who die from drowning are children 14 and younger. Wow. That's a good number of people dying. 4,609 workers were killed on the job in 2011. Wow. That's pretty messed up, man. More than 3,500 Americans die each year in a fire. Now here's the kicker. This is the one I really love. An average of 195,000 people. 195,000 people died due to potentially preventable in-hospital medical errors. So, what are we doing to stop the 195,000 people that die from going to the doctor? What are we doing to stop the 3,500 people that die from fires? What are we doing to stop the 4,609 workers that die on the job of injuries? What are we doing to stop the 3,533 drownings? What are we doing to stop the 42,636 people that die in car accidents? What are we doing for the 15,000 people that died from maltreatment by caregivers? What are we doing to stop the 200 women from killing their babies? And how about this bit of information? 2009, heart disease killed 599,413 people. Cancer killed 567,628 people. Lower respiratory diseases killed 137,353. Strokes killed 128,842. Accidents from unintentional injuries killed 118,021 people. Alzheimer's disease killed 79,003 people. Diabetes killed 68,705 people. The flu and pneumonia killed 53,692 people. Hepatitis, nephrotic syndrome, and necrosis killed 48,935. What are we doing about those people? So all these other people can just die, and that's okay. That's acceptable. That's perfectly fine. And I will grant you, a lot of the diseases and stuff, there's not a whole lot we can do. But heart disease, a lot of it is preventable. A lot of it is watching your diet, exercise, and stuff. Accidents. Be more careful. Be more cautious of what you do. Take care of your children properly. If you're, and I have worked in the home health care service. When you're doing that job, don't kill them. Try not to kill them. Try to help them. When you're driving in your car, again, be more careful. Be more cautious. Don't get drunk. Don't be playing on your phone and stuff like that. Drownings. Be more careful. Be more cautious. Wear protective equipment like life vests and stuff. But you don't see the public outcry for this, do you? You don't see the public outcry saying, you know what, we need to raise the drinking age from 21 to obviously above that one. We need to ban alcohol. We need to have tighter controls on alcohol. We don't see that. But we attack the gun. Another thing, and I'm going to put the link down there, for those of you who watch American Guns, whether you like it or not, because I've heard a bunch of crap about the show, I liked it, but then again, I don't put a whole lot of reality on reality TV, so, but Discovery Channel has canceled the show, basically due to pressure from everyone out there that hates guns, and they want to kind of distance themselves from promoting gun use. And in fact, I don't know if it's in the link I'm going to send you or not, but I read that the major outcry is that it seems like they want to make owning guns, carrying guns, and shooting guns normal. What's wrong with that? This is the root of the problem. It's not the gun. It's not the car. It's not the alcohol. It's not the cell phone. It's not the ladder you fell off. It's not the pool you drowned in. It's you and me. We're the problem. From all the information I've ever read about serial killers and regular killers, there is nothing conclusive that any single thing that ties a lot of them together. There's things that are very circumstantial, like, yeah, they all breathed, blah, 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 blah. But there is almost nothing that I've ever found that connects them. That you could see, like, okay, now this is what it is. You know? Except for one thing. They're human. It isn't our nature to kill ourselves. I really want you to think and listen to what I'm saying. How many of you out there watching this right now have either thought or said, I'm gonna kill you, to whoever? There's your problem, right there. Certain people, due to mental problems or whatever, stop thinking and do. I can honestly sit here, I'm not proud of it, but it's human. I have thought that. I had dreams about killing somebody once. I didn't do it. I didn't do it for multiple reasons, one of which I do believe in the sanctity of life. I believe in the sanctity of life so much, I am willing to die and kill to protect it. One of the reasons why I carry a gun. A gun is a tool. My car enables me to go farther, faster. My gun enables me to protect faster, farther, and more effective. Okay? It does the same thing that I can do with a knife. It does the same thing I can do with a stick. It does the same thing I can do with my bare hands. It's just much more effective at it. And this is why I really have a problem with it, is I have to pay, and other people have to pay, for the few people that can't handle themselves responsibly, or can't handle a tool responsibly. I know of an instance, I don't personally know anybody, but of a person who was beat to death with a hammer. Should we outlaw hammers? Should, Bob's Construction be punished because of Tom beat somebody to death with a hammer? Almost everyone you'd ask would say, no, that's stupid. Tom's an idiot. But how come if Tom used a gun? Guns are bad. Guns are bad. I want you to think about this other thing. School shooting. The biggest school shooting before Virginia, or the biggest school mass killing before Virginia Tech, wasn't done with a gun. It was done with explosives. Okay? I seen a picture, or posting on Facebook, that Timothy McVeigh didn't use guns. But yet we can still buy fertilizer, fuel, and trucks. The attacks on September 11th, 2001, for those of you who can't remember that year, did not use guns. They used simple box cutters. So how come we haven't banned box cutters? They killed thousands of people. Thousands. But yet, that's okay. Okay? That's what the message is to me. And I also want you to think about something. And I'm going to just make up numbers. Let's say there are 10 people killed every year in the United States by guns. And there's 3 people saved by guns every year. If you outlaw guns, you have now killed 3 people. So now we have 13 killed every year in the United States instead of the 10. It's still crappy, but 10 is better than 13, isn't it? I mean, when you're talking about that, wouldn't you rather hear about 10 people dying than 13? I mean, I don't care what you do. I really don't care. You can ban every gun in the United States, people are still going to be killed. All you're doing is taking away an effective tool from those who use it responsibly. You're not taking it away from those who use it irresponsibly. Okay, if that's true, how come there's murder in prison where there are no guns? They are not allowed any weapons, but somehow they still get them and they still use them, and if they can't get them and use them, they kill with their bare hands. Look at history. I'm a big fan of the quote from George Santana, "You must learn from history or you'll be doomed to repeat it," and I'm probably just paraphrasing that one. Look at history. Thousands of years before the gun was invented, we were killing each other. We were using spears and rocks and clubs and sticks and what have you. Why? Because we kill each other. We do. We do, people. That's it. There's your problem right there again. Human beings. And until we find out how to stop killing each other, nothing else is going to work. Nothing. Now, for those who don't know, I do have a little experience in the criminal world. I was a correctional officer for about 6 years. I worked at a maximum security prison. Okay. I have been around predators. And I mean real predators, you know. They don't care about laws. They don't care about what you say. They understand one thing and one thing only: force. There's a good line from the movie Batman Begins. He's talking about how he's going to stop the Joker. And Alfred looks at him and says, basically, you're going to have to kill him. Some people, they don't want money. They don't want fame. They don't want fortune. They can't be bargained with. They can't be bribed. They just want to destroy. That's it. That's their whole goal in life. These people have to be killed. Nothing you do short of putting a bullet in their head, chopping their head off, lighting them on fire or whatever, killing them is going to work. You can pass every law you want. You can say everything you want. It's not going to work. And now that I'm saying that, for those of you who've seen Boondock Saints 2, good movie. There's a line that Rocco says in it. He has a whole little monologue, but the one that really kind of boils it down is there's two types of people in the world. There's your talkers and your doers. Everything else is just coffee house bull. The talkers talk, but the doers do. The doers are the ones who get things done. Yeah. With all due respect, with, politicians and lawmakers and all that, it's your job to write the laws. It's somebody else's job to enforce them. And one of the tenements of life is to protect it. Why are you going to stop me?